So this is chapter 5.1, Domain and Range of a Function. Key idea for function. A function is a relationship that pairs each input with exactly one output. So input is x values, or the things that you enter and you get the result different. This picture is a clear description of input and output. Input means that you put something in the machine, it process, and then you get the output as a result. The domain is the set of all possible input values, also called our x values. So domain is another name of x values, and the range is the set of all possible outputs, also called our y value. So you can say domain are x values, range are y values. How this works, how they are all related to each other. So just think about an example like when you make orange juice. When you make an orange juice, then what you need as input. So input means that you need oranges. So you put in the grinder into the machine, it grinds, and what is the output you get is juice. So input in that case would be oranges. It will grind those, or means mix in the mixer, and you get the output as orange juice. What you put is called domain or x values, which is oranges. The machine is a function. What you get output as range or y value, that is in this case is juice. Example number 1 is finding domain and range from a graph. So this is the graph that is given. You can see that the 4 points on it, and from these points we are going to find out what are the domains and what are the ranges. Domain means x value and range means y value. So it means that we have to find all the points first in a coordinate form. So let's do that. First step is to write the points in a order pair. And then we are going to find the x values and y values. So from the graph, we found the order pairs, which is x comma y. And now we are going to identify the input slash domain, which means that we are going to write the x values. And if we see the x values from here, so the domain values or the x values are going to be -3, -1, 1, and 3. And the range values, since the range value are the y values, so the y values are -2, 0, 2, and 4. To find out if it's a function or not, so it means that we have to see that each input paired with exactly one output or not. So each input has different output. Each input has exactly one output. Each input has exactly one output. It means this is going to be a function. So in other words, no input value has two different outputs. So -1 has only one output. If -1 had two outputs, then this not be a function. So every input has exactly one output. It means this is going to be a function. This above data is called discrete because they are at different spots. So all the points are scattered at different spots. If they are continuous graph, then it will called continuous. When it's a scattered, then it's called discrete graph. Discrete data is a set of value that consists of only certain numbers, means they have 1 comma 4 comma 5, and the continuous data is goes from 1 through 4, like all the number from 1 through 4. If you have that in some set, that is called continuous. If they are just few numbers, certain numbers, then it's called discrete data. So the discrete domain is set of input values that consists of only certain number in an interval. So certain number like 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. If we just make a line through these points and join them, which means that they are taking all the values from 1 to all the way 5. It means all the decimal values also will be included. So that becomes continuous. So just see the difference between discrete and continuous. Continuous is a set of input values that consist of all numbers in that interval. So all the way from 1 through 5, if you have all numbers, that is called continuous. If you have just scattered number like 1 and there is no number between 1 and 2, and you just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 certain numbers, that is called discrete. If you have all the number from 1 through 5, that is called continuous. So discrete are the numbers 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an interval or number, and the interval for this one is 1 through 5, means all the number from starting from 1 and 5.